The Sigma Male, a deeper look at independence, freedom, and financial philosophy. In a world that often categorizes men into rigid archetypes, alpha males as dominant leaders, beta males as supportive followers, the Sigma Male stands apart as a rare and enigmatic figure. He doesn't conform to traditional social hierarchies, nor does he seek validation through external approval. Instead, the Sigma Male operates on his own terms, valuing autonomy, self-reliance, and privacy above all else. Unlike the Alpha, who thrives on visibility and influence, or the Beta, who may seek belonging through conformity, the Sigma Male exists outside the system, neither leading nor following, but moving with quiet, deliberate independence. This outsider mentality profoundly influences every aspect of his life, including how he manages money. While many people spend to signal status, gain social approval, or keep up with trends, the Sigma Male views wealth through an entirely different lens. For him, money is not a tool for impressing others, it's a means of securing freedom, maintaining control, and ensuring long-term stability. He spends not to flaunt, but to fortify his independence, carefully allocating resources in ways that align with his deeply held values. In this exploration, we'll dissect 10 key financial habits that define the Sigma Male's approach to money. Each habit reveals something fundamental about his psychology, his distrust of societal expectations, his preference for efficiency over excess, and his unwavering commitment to self-determination. Whether it's his aversion to debt, his investment in time-saving conveniences, or his minimalist spending on high-quality essentials, every financial decision reflects a deliberate choice to live freely, think differently, and remain unshackled by conventional norms. By understanding these spending patterns, we gain insight into what truly drives the Sigma Male, not the pursuit of wealth for its own sake, but the strategic use of money to craft a life of uncompromised autonomy. This is the essence of the Sigma mindset, a philosophy where financial discipline isn't about restriction, but about maximizing personal sovereignty. Now, let's dive into the 10 defining ways Sigma Males spend their money, and what these habits say about their unorthodox, freedom-focused worldview. Number 1. Invisible wealth, the Sigma Male's philosophy of quiet prosperity. To the untrained eye, a Sigma Male might appear unremarkable, perhaps even average, in terms of financial standing. He doesn't wear luxury brands as badges of status, nor does he flaunt high-end cars or jewelry to signal his success. At a glance, his wardrobe is functional, his lifestyle understated, and his possessions practical. But this deliberate minimalism is not a reflection of limited means, rather, it's a strategic choice to keep his true wealth invisible to the public. Sigma Males reject the performative displays of affluence that dominate modern culture. While others might splurge on designer labels or conspicuous luxuries to gain social validation, the Sigma Male quietly accumulates wealth through discreet, high-yield investments, index funds, real estate, cryptocurrencies held in cold storage, or other assets that appreciate silently. His financial growth happens behind the scenes, untethered to ego or external perception. This approach serves two purposes: avoiding unnecessary attention and eliminating frivolous spending that doesn't contribute to long-term security. The Sigma Male understands a fundamental truth that eludes most: real wealth is not about appearance, it's about autonomy. A flashy Rolex might impress strangers, but it doesn't provide true financial freedom. A leased luxury car might turn heads, but it's often a liability disguised as an asset. The Sigma Male would rather have liquid investments, emergency funds, and passive income streams than fleeting symbols of status. His version of wealth is freedom from debt, flexibility in life choices, and immunity from societal pressures to spend just for show. This philosophy extends beyond mere frugality, it's a conscious detachment from materialism as a measure of success. While others chase external validation through possessions, the Sigma Male measures his wealth in options, not ostentation. He knows that true financial power lies not in what others see, but in what they don't, the quiet confidence of a man who doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. Number 2. Things that save them time, the Sigma Male's investment in freedom. For the Sigma Male, time is the ultimate currency, far more valuable than money itself. He views every hour as a finite resource, and wasting it on mundane, repetitive tasks is an unacceptable trade-off. Unlike those who pride themselves on grinding through inefficiency, the Sigma Male strategically outsources or eliminates time-draining activities to reclaim his most precious asset, uninterrupted autonomy. This mindset manifests in deliberate spending habits. He hires cleaning services not out of laziness, but because scrubbing floors adds no value to his life. He subscribes to meal delivery or premium grocery services not because he can't cook, but because meal prep is a distraction from higher-value pursuits. He buys the latest productivity tools, ergonomic gadgets, or software upgrades not for novelty's sake, but because efficiency compounds over time, every minute saved is reinvested into learning, creating, or simply enjoying life on his own terms. Many misinterpret this approach as extravagance, but the Sigma male sees it as essential optimization. Society often glorifies the hustle, burning hours on tasks that could be automated or delegated, but he recognizes this as a false economy. Why spend 3 hours cleaning an apartment when a professional can do it better in one? Why waste weekends grocery shopping when a delivery service can handle it seamlessly? The Sigma male would rather pay for convenience and redirect that time towards skill development, personal projects, or mental clarity. At its core, this habit isn't about luxury, it's about redefining necessity. Most people accept time-wasting obligations as inevitable, but the Sigma male audits his life with ruthless pragmatism. Does this task deserve my time, or can I eliminate it? By spending money to buy back hours, he constructs a lifestyle where his energy is reserved only for what truly matters: growth, freedom, and purposeful living. For him, time-saving isn't indulgence, it's the ultimate form of self-respect. Number 3, subscription detox, the Sigma male's ruthless approach to financial efficiency. In an era where convenience often comes with invisible strings attached, the Sigma male maintains an almost surgical awareness of his financial outflows. He recognizes that modern commerce has perfected the art of the slow bleed, those small, recurring charges that accumulate silently, often going unnoticed for months or even years. Unlike most consumers who fall victim to set it and forget it subscription models, the Sigma male conducts regular financial audits with military precision. Every quarter, he methodically reviews every active subscription, from streaming services to cloud storage, from gym memberships to premium apps. Each charge is subjected to a simple but brutal litmus test: has this provided measurable value in the past 90 days? There's no room for sentimental justifications like, I might use it someday, or, it's only $10 a month. If a service hasn't earned its keep through consistent utility, it's immediately terminated, no exceptions, no second chances. This practice isn't about being cheap, it's about maintaining absolute sovereignty over where every dollar flows. The Sigma male views unchecked subscriptions as more than just financial leaks, they represent something far more dangerous: complacency. Each unnecessary recurring payment is a tiny surrender of control, a small but meaningful erosion of his financial independence. By maintaining this ruthless approach, he ensures his money only funds what actively contributes to his goals, values, or quality of life. The cumulative savings, both financial and psychological, are substantial. Freed from dozens of microtransactions, he gains not just extra capital each month, but more importantly, the peace of mind that comes with complete financial transparency. Number 4, no debt discipline, the Sigma male's ironclad financial philosophy. For the Sigma male, debt isn't merely a financial tool, it's a form of voluntary servitude, a chain that limits his freedom of movement and thought. While modern consumer culture encourages, buy now, pay later mentalities, he operates on an entirely different principle. If he can't afford to purchase something outright with disposable income, he simply doesn't acquire it until he can. This isn't deprivation, it's the ultimate exercise in financial self-control. Credit cards, when used at all, serve strictly as transactional tools rather than lending instruments. Every statement is paid in full before the due date, without exception. The Sigma male views interest payments with particular disdain. To him, they represent nothing more than a tax on impatience, a penalty for lacking the discipline to wait. This philosophy extends to all forms of borrowing, whether it's car loans, personal loans, or easy payment plans. He considers the long-term costs and invariably concludes that temporary convenience isn't worth permanent financial encumbrance. This uncompromising stance creates a life of remarkable financial serenity. Without debt payments leeching his income month after month, the Sigma male maintains complete liquidity and flexibility. Major life decisions, career changes, relocation opportunities, entrepreneurial ventures, can be made based on their intrinsic merit rather than financial necessity. His savings compound faster, his investment opportunities multiply, and perhaps most importantly, he sleeps soundly knowing that no creditor has any claim on his future earnings or assets. In a world where the average household carries over $100,000 in debt, the Sigma male's debt-free existence isn't just prudent finance, it's radical self-liberation. Number 5, the Sigma male's philosophy of quality, investing in excellence that endures. Sigma males approach material possessions with a discerning eye that transcends temporary trends or superficial appeal. They operate on what might be called the century principle, the conviction that anything worth owning should either last a lifetime or provide such exceptional utility that its higher cost becomes justified through years of reliable service. This philosophy manifests in every purchasing decision, from the leather jacket that develops character with age to the precision-engineered kitchen knife that becomes a lifelong culinary companion. Their preference for premium quality stems from a profound understanding of true cost economics. Where others see only the intimidating price tag of a premium item, the Sigma male calculates the cost per use over decades of service. A 300 pair of boots that lasts 10 years proves far more economical than 560 pairs that disintegrate biennially. This long-term perspective applies equally to technology, favoring reparable, upgradable devices, home goods, selecting solid hardwood over particleboard, and even consumables, choosing artisanal goods that deliver superior satisfaction per unit. This commitment to quality aligns perfectly with their minimalist ethos. Each superior item serves multiple purposes or fulfills its function so completely that it eliminates the need for alternatives. A single perfect chef's knife replaces an entire block of mediocre cutlery, one impeccably tailored suit outlasts and outperforms a closet full of fast fashion approximations. The Sigma male's environment consequently becomes a curated collection of excellence, where every object has earned its place through demonstrated utility and endurance. What outsiders might mistake for extravagance is actually the Sigma male's sophisticated cost-benefit analysis in action. They recognize that cheap goods represent a false economy, the hidden costs of frequent replacement, inferior performance, and the mental burden of clutter far outweigh any initial savings. By investing in the best, they purchase not just products but peace of mind, knowing their possessions won't fail them when it matters most. Number 6. The art of delayed gratification, the Sigma male's anti-impulse strategy. Sigma males approach purchasing decisions with the deliberate patience of a chess grandmaster contemplating a critical move. They've mastered what few consumers ever achieve, the ability to separate genuine need from temporary want through the powerful filter of time. Their 3 to 30-day waiting rule serves as an emotional detox period, allowing the initial rush of desire to fade so rational evaluation can take its place. This cooling-off period functions as a litmus test for purchase validity. The Sigma male understands that authentic needs withstand the passage of time, while impulsive wants evaporate like morning mist. That high-end gadget that seemed indispensable on day 1 often reveals itself as unnecessary by day 15. This practice not only prevents wasteful spending but also provides valuable insight into their true priorities. If an item still occupies their thoughts after a month, it likely holds real significance. The psychological benefits of this approach extend far beyond financial savings. Each successfully navigated temptation strengthens their self-discipline muscle, creating a virtuous cycle of intentional consumption. They derive greater satisfaction from purchases that survive this gauntlet, knowing these items have been truly vetted rather than impulsively acquired. This method also naturally filters out trend-driven purchases, as passing fads rarely maintain their appeal through the waiting period. Implementation of this strategy requires systematic rigor. Sigma males often maintain a pending purchases list where potential acquisitions must reside before being approved. During the evaluation period, they research alternatives, read long-term reviews, and assess how the item aligns with their broader goals. This transforms spending from emotional reaction to strategic decision, ensuring each addition to their life serves a deliberate purpose. By mastering delayed gratification, Sigma males achieve something remarkable in our instant satisfaction culture. They remain the undisputed masters of their financial decisions rather than victims of marketing psychology or social pressure. Their possessions become carefully chosen tools for better living rather than emotional band-aids or status signals. In a world designed to provoke impulse buys, their patience becomes a superpower. Number 7. The one-bag travel philosophy, mastering mobility and minimalism. The Sigma male approaches travel with the same strategic efficiency that characterizes all aspects of his life, adopting a one-bag philosophy that transforms journeys into exercises in elegant simplicity. This isn't merely about packing light, it's a comprehensive worldview that values freedom of movement above all else. He invests considerable thought into curating a travel kit where every item serves multiple purposes, from moisture-wicking clothing that can be worn for days without odor to compact, high-performance gadgets that handle numerous tasks. His carefully selected backpack or carry-on becomes a self-contained universe, containing everything needed for journeys lasting anywhere from 3 days to 3 months. This minimalist approach yields numerous advantages that align perfectly with the Sigma male's core values. Airports become stress-free zones as he bypasses baggage claim entirely, immune to the anxieties of lost luggage. Urban exploration turns effortless when he can move unencumbered by heavy suitcases, able to change locations or seize unexpected opportunities at a moment's notice. The financial benefits compound over time: no checked baggage fees, no overweight charges, and no temptation to buy unnecessary souvenirs simply because there's empty space to fill. More importantly, this discipline reinforces his self-reliance. By proving he can thrive with so little, he strengthens his confidence in handling life's unpredictabilities. The Sigma male's travel gear reflects his commitment to quality over quantity. He'll invest in a single 300 backpack that will last a decade rather than cycling through 50 bags every year. His clothing selections favor technical fabrics that resist wrinkles, odors, and stains while maintaining a presentable appearance in any setting. Every item must justify its inclusion by serving at least two critical functions: a scarf that doubles as a blanket, shoes suitable for both hiking and dining, a tablet that handles entertainment and work. This curation process might take months or even years of refinement, but the result is a perfectly optimized system that delivers maximum utility with minimum burden. Beyond practicality, one-bag travel represents a philosophical stance against consumerist excess. While others measure their trips by accumulated possessions and checked luggage stuffed with just-in-case items, the Sigma male finds liberation in having exactly what he needs and nothing more. This mindset often spills over into other life areas, reinforcing his preference for essentialism. Each journey becomes a reminder that true freedom comes not from abundant options, but from intelligent constraints, a lesson that serves him well long after returning home. Number 8. Health as the ultimate asset, the Sigma male's preventative investment strategy. Sigma males approach their physical well-being with the same analytical rigor they apply to financial investments, recognizing that health constitutes the foundational capital upon which all other life achievements depend. They reject the conventional wisdom that treats healthcare as reactive damage control, instead adopting a proactive, optimization-focused model. Their spending priorities reflect this philosophy. Where others might balk at organic food premiums or comprehensive blood panels, the Sigma male sees these as essential line items in his life's balance sheet, as non-negotiable as rent or utilities. This health-first mentality manifests in several strategic expenditures. Nutrition becomes a precise science rather than an afterthought. They'll pay premium prices for grass-fed meats, wild-caught fish, and organic produce while viewing cheap processed foods as false economies that incur hidden long-term costs. Fitness investments go beyond basic gym memberships to include personalized training programs, recovery technologies like percussion massagers, and ergonomic work setups that prevent chronic strain. Even leisure activities are chosen for their health dividends. A Sigma male is more likely to invest in a road bike or climbing gear than a gaming console or home theater system. The Sigma male's healthcare strategy emphasizes prevention over treatment. He maintains relationships with top-tier specialists rather than relying on urgent care clinics, understanding that early detection of potential issues saves both money and quality of life in the long run. Advanced diagnostic tests, full-body MRIs, comprehensive blood work, sleep studies, are scheduled regularly, not just when problems arise. This vigilance extends to mental health through investments in therapy, meditation apps, and stress-reducing conveniences that preserve cognitive function. This approach stems from a profound understanding of health as the ultimate enabler of Sigma male values. Physical vitality allows for sustained independence, the ability to handle life's challenges without relying on others. Mental clarity supports the sharp decision-making required for financial and personal autonomy. Even the discipline required to maintain peak health reinforces the self-mastery that defines the Sigma male identity. Where others might view health spending as discretionary, the Sigma male recognizes it as the most important investment he can make, one that pays compounding dividends in energy, longevity, and preserved freedom throughout his lifespan. By treating his body with the same respect and strategic care as his financial portfolio, the Sigma male ensures that his most valuable asset, his capacity to live life on his own terms, remains protected and optimized. This creates a virtuous cycle where good health enables the pursuit of meaningful goals, which in turn provides the motivation to maintain that health, demonstrating the Sigma male's holistic understanding of true wealth. Number 9. The Sigma male's philosophy of purposeful hobbies, cultivating mastery and meaning. For the Sigma male, hobbies are far more than casual pastimes, they are deliberate acts of self-creation. Unlike those who dabble in activities merely to fill empty hours, the Sigma male approaches his hobbies with the focus of an artisan honing a craft. Whether it's the precision of woodworking, the discipline of martial arts, or the creative expression of photography, each pursuit is chosen not for its social appeal but for its capacity to enrich his mind, body, and spirit. He spares no expense when it comes to equipping himself for excellence. A photographer doesn't settle for entry-level gear. He invests in professional-grade lenses that capture the world as he envisions it. A woodworker doesn't clutter his workshop with cheap tools, he acquires heirloom-quality chisels and planes that respond to his touch with flawless precision. This willingness to spend isn't frivolous, it's a recognition that superior tools enable superior results, and half measures only lead to frustration. Beyond equipment, he seeks out mentors, workshops, and immersive experiences that accelerate his growth, viewing every dollar spent on education as an investment in his future capability. What distinguishes the Sigma male's approach is the depth of integration between his hobbies and his identity. These activities aren't compartmentalized as weekend distractions, they become extensions of his values. The patience required for bonsai cultivation mirrors his approach to life, the strategic thinking developed through chess informs his decision-making, the physical endurance built through rock climbing reinforces his mental resilience. Over time, his hobbies cease to be mere activities and evolve into personal trademarks, ways of engaging with the world that are unmistakably and authentically his own. This investment yields compounding returns. The skills acquired through dedicated practice often spill over into professional advantages, while the sense of accomplishment derived from mastery provides a counterbalance to life's stresses. Most importantly, these pursuits serve as private sanctuaries, spaces where the Sigma male can retreat from societal expectations and reconnect with his purest form of self-expression. In a world that increasingly values passive consumption, his commitment to active creation becomes a quiet rebellion, a declaration that his time and energy are reserved for what truly matters. Number 10. The Sigma male's approach to gift-giving, thoughtfulness over theater. The Sigma male's financial discipline might suggest austerity in all things, but those who truly know him understand there's one exception: his carefully calculated generosity toward those who've earned his respect. Gift-giving, for him, is never a social obligation or a performative display. It's a rare and meaningful gesture reserved for moments when words alone cannot convey the depth of his appreciation. His gifts are characterized by their unnerving appropriateness. While others might default to generic gift cards or trendy gadgets, the Sigma male's presents reflect months, sometimes years, of quiet observation. A first-edition book by a recipient's favorite author discovered during his travels. A hand-forged kitchen knife for a friend who takes pride in culinary skills. A meticulously restored vintage watch for a mentor who values craftsmanship. These gifts share common traits: they're impossible to find through a quick online search, they align perfectly with the recipient's unspoken passions, and they're built to last, often becoming lifelong keepsakes. This approach stems from his core belief that value lies in significance, not price tags. He rejects the consumerist notion that generosity correlates with spending magnitude. Instead, he operates on the principle that the right gift at the right moment can communicate more than 1,000 words ever could. The impact is profound. Recipients invariably report feeling seen in ways they've rarely experienced, precisely because the gift reflects an understanding of their identity that goes beyond superficial knowledge. The rarity of these gestures amplifies their power. Whereas habitual gifters condition others to expect presents on every holiday, the Sigma male's occasional offerings arrive unexpectedly: a signed vinyl record after a friend survives a difficult divorce, a handcrafted leather journal when a sibling embarks on a creative venture. These well-timed interventions demonstrate his nuanced understanding of human psychology. Meaningful support often matters most when it's least anticipated. Beneath this behavior lies a profound emotional intelligence. The Sigma male recognizes that while financial independence is vital, human connections give life its richness. His gifts represent a temporary suspension of his usual frugality, not because societal norms demand it, but because he understands that some relationships warrant tangible acknowledgement. In these carefully chosen moments, his disciplined financial philosophy makes room for a different kind of investment, one measured not in interest rates, but in strengthened bonds and shared meaning. Conclusion: the Sigma male's money mindset. Money, to the Sigma male, is a tool for freedom, not a trophy for show. While others spend to impress or keep up, he invests with purpose, in quality that lasts, time-saving efficiency, and health that preserves his independence. His financial choices reflect deep values, not fleeting trends. Rarely swayed by impulse, he spends on what truly matters: skills that grow him, gear that serves him, and occasional meaningful gestures for those who matter. Debt is avoided like a trap, subscriptions are ruthlessly vetted. Every dollar has a mission: to build security, not status. In a world of mindless consumption, the Sigma male's approach is radical in its simplicity. Wealth isn't what you flash, it's what you're free to do, unshackled by financial stress or others' expectations. His bank account isn't just balanced, it's a blueprint for living entirely on his own terms. Asterisk, condensed to 150 words while preserving all key points: sovereignty, anti-consumerism, and strategic spending, in sharper, more impactful phrasing. Asterisk.